to get more people to turn up to events, especially home meetings? So, it's a really important question because we all understand the more people that we can get in front of us in live events where we can actually physically present to them, the more people will duplicate and the more people will be in our team, correct? So, how do we get people to events? And I think it's really important to start saying, what Miguel and I do to actually invite people to events and what do we actually do before we invite them to events. So what we do before we invite them to events is actually a 3-step process. And we have actually shared this several times before. So these 3 steps are very simple. In the first step, after we have built a relationship with someone, we'll get on the phone and invite somebody to look at our video presentation. So this is a video, on a website where somebody will get all the information about the business that you're inviting them to see, right? And on the same phone call where you're inviting them to see the video, you will also set up a follow-up call, okay? You will also set up for a follow-up call after they have seen the video. So once you have done these 3 steps, it's really very important, that you set up for a follow-up. And once you're on this last follow-up step, this is when they don't join, this is when you're going to be inviting them to an event. Okay, so this is a very simple system, and what Miguel and I have noticed is once they have gone through these 3 steps, you get up on a follow-up call, you answer their questions, and there's a script there as well. But once you're on a follow-up call and they're not able to make their decision for whatever reason, this is the time. This is the time where you invite them to a live event. Okay, so this is the 4th step. So what we noticed is a long time ago, we actually in a period of 9 months or so did about 200 or 300 home meetings. Literally we're going, 5 to 8 times a week. We're doing home meetings in our house, home meeting in, our team's houses. And what we noticed is when we had somebody see the information and then actually be on a follow-up, ideally a 3-way call, and if they didn't join, then they came to a home meeting, we saw that over 80% of those people actually joined the business. We also saw that, most of these people that have gone through the information to step 3 actually went to an event. So how do you get more people to events is very simple. Make sure you're following a simple step-by-step system, showing people the information, and once they have seen it, inviting them to an event. Because really, you don't really want people, who are not very serious. You want people that have seen the information and are really, really serious about looking at the business seriously. How do you get more people to events is all about the language that you're using on this phone call when you're actually inviting them to events. So for example, it's really very important that you're getting their commitment to come. So saying, great, I've answered all your questions, you're still not able to make your decision. Say, your option is tomorrow night we're having a small gathering. So, if you're still serious about changing your life because you want to change this in your life, so link it back to their dream, link it back to their pain point. Then I suggest that you come to this, small gathering in my house, and I believe by meeting the people, by listening to more information, getting more of your questions answered, you'll be able to make a decision. Is that correct? So you're actually getting their commitment and setting it up so that the right person is turning up. What I have seen is that if you confirm 10 people to come to an event, about 3 will actually come. So, recently I was speaking to a team member who was inviting lots of people, and she was getting really disheartened because she was confirming 10 and only 3 people were turning up out of the 10 she would invite. And actually, no matter what you do, these are kind of the right numbers. But the key is, because you've gone through this pre-sorting 3-step process, by the time you get to this step and people are actually sitting in the event, 80% of those 3 people will actually join. So that is how you get people to events. That's how you get more people to events, using the right system, using the right language, and that's how you actually increase your odds of duplication as well.